Hi everybody, welcome to Gratitude Yoga Challenge. My name is Prema and this is day 23, Quiet Joy. So if you have a strap, you can bring that to the mat. Otherwise, I will see you there on the mat. Welcome everybody to day 23 of Gratitude Yoga. Today is Quiet Joy. So I want to invite all of you to think of something that gives you that experience of that deep joy inside. It's not that woo loud, celebrating joy, but that deep inner quiet joy. So let's open up our hands, open up our hearts, and bring your hands in front of our chest. And invite that quiet joy inside. It could be the sunset at the end of the day. Today, I was watching my birds in the garden, and that gives me a quiet joy. Or the thought of somebody, or holding a sleeping baby in your arms. So whatever that is, invite that into your heart, hold it into your heart, close your eyes, and connect with that feeling, that deep, quiet joy, just because it is. And we'll open with one Om. Take a deep inhale. Softly bowing your head towards your heart, dipping inside that quiet joy within you. And we'll open up our eyes. So we're going to begin with quieting the mind and the body with some ratio breathing. We're going to open up the hands. It's nice to do it with some movement. We've done this before. So we're going to start with counting 5 as we take a deep inhale to the lower belly, to the top of the lungs. And then we'll exhale for the count of 5. And slowly, I'm going to increase the exhale. As we increase the exhale, that increases our relaxation in our body and mind. Now we have the fight or flight response in our body. Well, in the parasympathetic system, that is the calming part of the breath, which is the exhale. So the exhale is the calming part, and as we elongate it, it creates a stronger parasympathetic system, which is that calming. So to create that quietness inside, let's inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even close your eyes if you like and follow my voice. Exhale, palms to the earth. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, palms up to the sky. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, palms to the sky for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to exhale for 7. Palms to the earth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you can breathe in and out through the nose, that's good. Inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. Exhale long as you like. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Exhale long. And then place your hands on your thighs, and we'll stay here with a normal breath with the eyes closed for just a couple of moments. Notice how you feel inside. All right, we'll open the eyes nice and soft, staying connected with that quiet joy, the best we can as we move through our practice. We're going to come onto all fours. Inhale and extend the right hand out and extend the left arm out and stretch. And come back to center. Inhale, left hand out, right leg out and stretch and lengthen. Come back to center. Now we're going to do the right arm out and the left. And now bend the left leg. If you can, catch your left foot, do so. Draw the heel towards you. And if you can press the foot into the hand, stretch it up to the sky, opening up the right shoulder. And release. Extend left hand out, right leg. So you move at the best stage for yourself. Bend the back leg. That might be it. If you can catch the foot, do that. Draw the heel towards your buttocks. That's the next stage. If you can press the foot into the hand, inhale, open the heart and chest, and stretch the foot to the sky if that's possible. And release. We're going to come down to the earth onto our belly, working on our core, coming to our stillness inside as we strengthen our core. Inhale, arms out, stretch the fingertips out, press the edges of the hands into the earth. Inhale, lift the torso, lift the shoulders up and back. Now lift the right leg, point the toes, just the right leg, and you're pressing the edges of your hand into the earth. Now lift the left arm. Lift and lengthen and release. Now we'll do the other side. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Lift and gently lengthen, strengthening our back muscles along with the core muscles to create more freedom in the spine, healthy life. Release forehead to the earth. Extend the arms out, palms on the earth. So let's roll over to our right side. Right hand is extended out, palm is about level with the shoulder. And then gently roll over to the right side for a deep stretch in the right shoulder. Let the right side of your head rest on the earth. You can connect with your Ujjayi breath if you like. The left hand is in front to brace. If you want to lift the left leg up, you can do that and take the foot behind you for a little deeper stretch here. And breathe. Breathe into that whole right side of the body. Deep inhale, exhale, releasing any tightness. Beautiful. Let's come back to the belly, and we're going to roll over to the other side. Extend the left hand so the hand is about level with the left shoulder. Roll over gently. The right hand braces you in front. Let your head relax onto the floor. So you can stay here. This might be enough for you. If you want to go a little deeper, lift the right leg and take the right foot behind you, pulling the knee a little away from you. And breathe here. Deep inhale into the shoulder. And exhale, releasing any tightness. Another deep inhale and long exhale. And let's come back. So we're going to do a quick push back, hips towards the heels for a puppy pose, forehead to the earth. And then we're going to come back to our belly again. So the feet are about hip width apart. So take your hands, press them into the earth with spider fingers, roll shoulder blades up and back and lift the torso up. And keeping the torso stretching forward. Now you're going to release the hands from the floor. Now walk your right hand out, left hand out, press your hand flat on the floor. And now shrug your right shoulder towards you and the left shoulder towards you. Okay? Now tuck the tailbone, drawing the buttocks down and in. Inhale, press your hands into the earth as you straighten the arms, creating a nice upper back bend here. So this might be enough for you. Remember to keep that tailbone rooted and pulling it down and in. That will help protect the lower back. So if you can go a little deeper, take your right hand, scoot it a little more forward to you, left hand a little more forward to you, roll shoulders up and back. You can bend the elbows to the side here. And now bring them in, and that will help to create some more length in the spine. So if you feel you can go a little more, you can bring your hands, step them a little closer in, bend elbows to the side, roll the shoulders in, straightening the elbows, tucking the tailbone, a little deeper back bend here. You can lift the head back if you like, or gaze straight ahead if that's better for your neck. Deep inhale, lengthen, exhale, soften to the earth. And now we're going to come to all fours to move into a cat and cow. Inhale, dropping belly. Exhaling, chin to the chest to neutralize the spine from the back bend. Let's do a couple of rounds that feels good for you. So on your next exhale, when you round your back up like a cat, push your hands into the earth and pull the hips back to the heels. Let the hips be heavy on the heels, forehead come to the earth, and we'll take a couple of breaths here, letting our body be heavy on the earth here. Hips are heavy on the heels. Bringing your awareness to your breath, expanding in the back body, exhaling, letting go of your day. Let it melt into the earth. Or whatever thoughts are floating around, breathe them out into the earth. So I invite you to have the following awareness in your practice today. Joy is my breath. Joy is my thoughts. Where my mind goes, there is joy. That which sees is joy. Joy is in the air. That which hears is joy. Joy is in my stillness. Joy is in quiet. As we move in our practice, move in the awareness of I am joy. Inhale. Rise up onto all fours. And we're going to come to a downward facing dog. So walk your hands a little in front of the shoulders. Walk your knees a little longer than your hips for a nice long stance. Curl toes under. Let's come up. Walk your feet a little wider than your hips. Walk them as wide as your mat. Come high on the toes. Bend your knees. Create that healthy dip in the lower back. Now lift the shoulders up towards the ears, lift your chin and gaze in between your hands. With the next inhale, I want you to press your hands into the earth, shifting your hips back. Pulling tops of the thighs back. Heels coming towards the earth. So we're not going to have heels on the earth at this point. We're just straightening our legs the best we can. And if your back starts to round a lot, bend your knees and keep that dip in the lower back. So let's do one knee and then the other, pedaling the dog, walking the dog. You can just move from one hip to the other. Now let both thighs pull back. Good. Walk the hands towards your feet, towards your hands. Feet are hip width apart. Bend the knees, hands to the hips, and rise up. And we'll come to the middle of our mat. So let's walk our feet out about our arms length here. I'm going to take the hands to the hips, and we're going to do some back and forth here. It's good to open up hips, also good for the hamstrings, for the inner thighs. Wonderful. And now you might want to walk heel toe your feet a little more closer. And we're going to bring our arms up to get some movement and flow in the hips, in the legs, in the arms. So inhaling and exhaling with the movement as you gather your energy up from the earth. Experiencing and holding quiet joy in your heart as you move. Listening to the sound of your breath. So we'll finish with one last movement. Inhale up and hands, let's bring them back to our hips. So we're going to come to the right. Let's make our feet a little wider again and come over to the right side. So we have a choice here. You can stay here or take your hands to the floor and lift your other heel. So you can go back and forth as this, like we did before, or you can come back, come to one side, come onto the toes, lift one heel, come to the other side for a little deeper opening in the hips and the hamstrings. So it's yogi's choice. You decide, going at your pace, what feels best for you. And we'll finish with one last round. Let's come back to center, hands on the hips, and rise up. Beautiful, everyone. Bring hands and to the heart. Bring feet together. We'll meet in our Tadasana. Inhale, let's open up the arms, and let's open up the legs. Gonna open up the right foot, intersects the back foot. We're gonna move into a Parvokonasana, which is a side angle pose, and then we'll go into a Trikonasana. So if you wanna have a block to your side, you're welcome to do that. So we can come to our side angle, couple options, take elbow to your knee or block on the earth, your hand to a block, or you can take your hand to the earth. I like to take my hand to the earth. If you do that, or on a block, press your knee and your arm into each other, or you can have your elbow here. Inhale, left arm up and stretch it and reach it over, pressing the back foot into the earth, lengthening through the fingertips. Inhale, expand through the heart and gaze upwards. Press feet into the earth and rise up. Let's do the other side. Bring the back foot in, the other foot points out, and let's bend in the front knee. Again, you can take your top hand to your hip, take your elbow to your knee or to the floor. If you're taking it to the floor or block, have the arm and your front leg press into each other to create more connection in the core. Inhale, top arm up. and over. Back foot presses into the earth and expand from the heart out through the top fingertips. Press feet into the earth and rise up. Hands to the hips, feet together. Hands to the heart. Close your eyes, connect with your quiet joy. Connect to what it was that you thought of that brought you joy to your heart. Breathe it in and breathe out joy as you open up the arms, and we'll open up the legs, and we're going to come into Trikonasana triangle posture now. So the right foot is going to point away, intersect the back foot. Hug muscle to bone here. So you pull your kneecaps up. So you can either take your hand to a block on the earth or take your hand. As you reach out, you can grab your calf or your ankle. Whatever's the best option for you. Now hug muscle to bone as you press feet into the earth, trying to pull your mat in two, that kind of strength. Once you have your stillness, connect to your quiet joy, and from your heart, expand out with quiet joy. You can gaze upwards or down, whatever works best for you. Press feet into the earth, rising up in your stillness, and shift the right foot in, the left foot out. Expand the arms out. So on this foot, we're going to focus on the toes. Lift the toes of the front foot, press them into the mat like you're going to press into a gas pedal. Hug muscle the bone in the thighs, pulling up the kneecaps. Extend out and take your hand either to your shin or block. And from the heart, connect to your joy. Connect to your breath. And from there, send your energy out into every direction. So you can look down at the earth, press feet into the earth, rising up. Hands and heart and feet connect in Tadasana. Connecting to your quiet joy. Deep inhale, long exhale. We're going to come to a warrior one. Open up the arms and open up the feet. Same kind of distance. So let's take the hands to the hips. My right foot is going to come out and the left foot intersects the front foot. So I'm going to take your hips, pivot them to the front of the mat. If you need to walk your front foot out a little bit more to the right to create some more stability, that's okay. Or you may need to walk your back foot in. So find what's best for you. Hands to the hips, let's bend in the front knee. So the front knee comes over the front heel like in warrior two. So we're going to inhale, bring the hands to the earth and rise up. We're going to do a variation with movement, drawing the arms back into how wonderful, straightening the front leg. So inhale, swooping the hands forward. Exhale, drawing the arms back, straightening the front leg. And we're going to do this for a couple more rounds. Inhale, gathering your joy in your hands and drawing it in. And let's take another deep inhale. Gathering, opening up the heart. One more time. Deep inhale, gathering and expanding. And let's come back to center. And we'll shift our feet to the other side. So every side is different. You may find that your hips might be more open on this side or maybe less. So you want to try to pull your right hip around. You want to try to square the hips to the front of your mat as much as possible. Doesn't have to be totally square, just the best you can. And we're going to bend in the front knee. Adjust your posture. You're going to take the hands and swoop. Inhale, gathering energy, straightening the front leg, pulling the elbows back, opening up in the heart. And we'll do this again with a couple more breaths. Deep inhale, imagining you're creating this huge ball of joyful energy expanding from the heart. Deep inhale, lifting, reaching, expanding. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up, moving with the breath. Finishing with the legs straight. And let's bring our legs back, pointing straight ahead with a wide leg stance. So we're going to bend our knees and bow forward to the earth here. Lengthen through your spine. Let's do a couple of cat and cow in the spine, trying to get mobility in your spine here, creating that healthy lumbar dip. So end with the belly dropping, the hips sticking out. Beautiful. And now you're going to hinge forward, coming towards the earth. Press your heels away from each other, straightening the legs as much as you can. Bowing forward, you might want to grab your elbows if your hands don't come to the earth. Or you can have hands to the earth and maybe the top of the head comes to the earth. Whatever is best for you, let that be perfect. Let that be joyful, joyfully present, pressing heels into the earth as if you're trying to tear your mat in two, and that helps to open up in the lower back area and the sacrum area. So inhale, press hands into the earth, lengthen through your spine. Take left hand to the earth. Try to keep the hips as level as possible. The twist from the torso is extend the right arm up and breathe. Now let's do the other side. Press the right hand in, twisting from the torso. Keep the feet firmly rooted in the earth as you twist. Beautiful. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. And let's take our right leg back. So either come to your knees or plank, whatever is the best. And we'll slowly lower down to the belly. Tops of the feet. Press into the earth. Place hands under the shoulders. Roll shoulders up and back for a little baby cobra. And exhale, come down. So the next posture, we'll have different possibilities. So you're going to bend the right foot. Actually, first, let's place the hands into the earth and take the left forearm in front of you so it's square with the front of your mat. And now you're going to bend your right knee. I was jumping ahead. And then you're going to take your right shoulder, bring the right shoulder up and back, grab the inside of your right foot if possible. If that's not possible, then grab the outside. And if that's not possible, you can use a strap to help you take the strap around your foot. So once you have that, so we have a couple of options how to hold our foot. If you can, pivot your palm on top of the foot with the elbow facing up, that's fine. Or you can keep it grabbing it from inside. So we're going to first just pull the heel towards the buttocks. Pulling it towards the buttocks here the best you can. Gazing forward and release that leg. Switch arms, place the right forearm in front of you. Then we're going to do the other leg. So again, you have different options for how you grab it. It could be inside of the foot, maybe on that side, maybe with the strap, or maybe without either. Maybe you're just reaching. And just gonna pull the heel towards the buttocks the best you can. Gazing forward. Another breath. Good. Push back for a puppy pose, forehead to the earth. Come to all fours. We're going to move into a cat and cow, a couple of rounds. Then we're going to roll back down to the earth, taking the belly to the floor. So I'm going to take your right forearm in front, and we're going to do this again, but a different variation. Taking your left hand inside of the foot or on the outside. If you can grab it inside, that works better, or with your strap. So pivoting hand on top of the foot if possible. So this time, pulling our heel towards our buttocks, you might find that you might be able to go a little further. We've been working so much on the hamstrings and hips. We're going to work a little bit on the fronts of the thighs, the quadriceps. So see if you can lift your buttocks here towards your foot. Because a lot of us, it's not so easy to bring our foot to the buttocks, which you don't have to. I don't want no pain in your knees. But let's try to see if you can lift your buttocks, take it to the foot, and then see if you can get a little further by lowering down the buttocks. Wonderful. And we're going to do the other side. Left arm in front. Wrap your hand around the right foot. And now you're going to pull it towards the buttocks just as much as you can without any pain. And now see if you can lift your buttocks towards your heel. And then lowering the buttocks and the heel, maybe you can move, get a little more movement here. Gazing forward, moving towards the buttocks a little more, and release. Push back, puppy pose. Pull hips back, lengthen. Stay here for 2 breaths. And we'll come down again. Now we're going to take our left foot. Let's take the right arm in front, the right forearm. You're going to take the left foot, grab it with your hand, and this time pull it towards you, and then press the left foot into the hand as it pulls away. Maybe you can lift the left knee as you press the left foot into the hand. Beautiful. I can see you guys. Good. Pressing the foot into the hand, lifting and releasing. Now we'll do the other side. Left forearm in front, parallel to the mat. Right hand comes around. So drawing the foot in and now pressing the foot into the hand, stretching the whole right side of the body here. Maybe the knee lifts. If it doesn't, that's okay. Gazing forward if you can. Release. Push back to puppy pose. Hips coming back. Fingers walk forward. Forehead to the earth. Stretching back in the hips. Come to all fours. Let's do a round of cat and cow. And let's come down to the mat. For our last one. Press hands into the earth, lengthen the torso here. So we have a couple options. So you're going to pull the left foot back with the right hand, and then the right hand back with the left foot. I think you all know where we're going here. So if you can grab both heels towards the buttocks, And you can even lift the buttocks up and press it into the heels, and that will create even more opening in the pelvic girdle. And now dropping the tailbone and tucking it in. Press feet into the hands, drawing shoulders back. So first we're pressing feet into the hands, shoulders back, then gently lifting the knees, but I want you to keep tucking your tailbone as much as you can to protect the lower back. So once you get to your capacity, stay there and breathe. Connect to your heart. Connect to your stillness. And release. Beautiful. We're going to come onto our backs. Draw the knees in. And go back and forth here a little bit. Hugging the knees in a way that feels good. We're going to come to our happy baby pose. Neutralizes the spine. We did a pretty deep back bend there. Pressing feet into the hands, drawing the knees down to the earth. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Connecting to your quiet joy. Even in challenging postures, to find that quiet joy. So to release the feet to the earth, I'm going to extend the right leg up. Press the foot into the hands, the leg into the hands as you press the foot up to the sky. Wonderful. Now we'll do the opposite. Press the thigh into the hands, stretching foot up towards the sky. Beautiful. Right leg twists over the left. We're going to do eagle legs, Garudasana. Maybe the foot hooks behind the leg, maybe not. So right leg crosses over, bump the hips over to the left, and let the knees fall over to the right. If you like, you could take your right hand over to your left hip to support the twist and open up the left arm and gaze over to the left if that works for you. Let's take another breath. Inhale, come up. Switch legs. Left leg over the right, hook the toes around. So we're going to bump the hips over to the right side this time and let the knees fall over to the left. Press elbows into the earth to try to get both shoulders on the earth if you like. And you can use the left hand to bring over the knees a little more. Extend the right arm out if you like and gaze over towards the right. Soften in the belly. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Twists help us to connect to our inner core. It creates an inner stillness. Let's come back. Hug knees in, and then we'll release the legs to the earth. Let feet fall over, hands open to the side. We'll come to a Shavasana for a minute, resting in quiet joy. like a rose quietly opens. Opening up your eyes, bending your knees, rolling over to one side, and we'll meet for meditation. Coming to your meditation posture, and quietly, gracefully, feeling rooted on the earth, lengthening through your spine and shoulders softening back. Skin on the face is soft. The mind is quiet. We'll sit here in our stillness and our joy for another minute. Taking a quiet breath in, opening up our hands, opening up our hearts. Bring the hands in front for Anjali Mudra. We'll take a deep breath in and chant one Om to close. Inhale. From that deep, quiet place of joy in my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you everybody for joining today. May you have a beautiful day or evening filled with quiet joy. See you on the mat tomorrow for day 24.